Hi everybody, this is Tiffany coming in to you. Tune in. The subject of tonight is emptiness. A lot of us run on emptiness, and a lot of times we don't even know we're empty until we start dealing with things, and how we used to deal with things, we don't deal with them anymore. Where we had patience, our patience is not there anymore. Where we wanted to be around people, we don't really want to be around particular people anymore. With our kids, we're less patient. With our spouses, is we're less patient with them as well. And a lot of times that we feel that way is because we're running on empty. You give out of yourself so much that you give out to everybody and you forget about yourself. How many of you can say that? I know you're out there, especially if you're a wife, or if you're a mother, or even just being single. Sometimes people, because you show yourself so strong and you're always smiling and you're always there for people and you're always in people corners, they feel they can lean on you. And as my a friend of mine was saying, is they pretty much dump on you. And it's not so much it's so bad, because people need people. We need each other. We need someone to talk to. We need someone we can rely on. We need someone that we can trust in and to an extent depend on. You don't want to become so codependent on somebody. I know I don't want anybody codependent on me. I'm not your source. I'm not God. I'm just a mere human being that's there for you to listen to what you have to say. So I admonish you tonight, those that are running on empty, those that are running on fumes. A lot of times when you're running on empty as well, you feel hopelessness set in. You feel like you can't give anymore. How can I give anything and I'm empty? How can I be there for you and I can't even be there for myself? How can I fulfill your needs and I can't even fulfill mine? And a lot of times us that are strong come off as superwoman or superman, and we're neither. That was a fictitious superhero. We try to be there for someone and try to be in someone's corner, and we can only do so much because we're human too. But those that are running on empty, guess what? It's time to refuel. Pull back. Let somebody know that the ones that even want to be under you all the time, every weekend, it's like you have no time for yourself, because somebody's always knocking on the door or on the phone. Hey, what you doing? Well, now you could tell them, you know what? I think I'm going to just chill this weekend. Yeah, chill. You always kicking it with your girls. Not this weekend. You always kicking it with your boys. Not this weekend. I'm going to take some time for myself. If you're married with kids, talk to your spouse. Baby, you know what? I need you to, I need you and the kids to either take them to the show, or maybe you get out and go to a hotel for maybe, if you can't do it all night, go for a few hours. Just lay in the bed. Lay in the bed and just don't do nothing. Let your spouse know, I need this time. It's nothing against you. It's just that I need this time for myself. And there's nothing wrong with that, you all. It took me some time to learn that. After raising 6 babies, my youngest is 11. But it took me some time to understand what I need. It really did. It took me some time. And next month, I'll be 49. And I'm starting to learn myself. And it's so good, because I know what I need now. I know what I need now. I need a little bit of time to myself. I'm not even asking for 2 days, just one day. Even if it's not a day, give me some hours by myself. Let me regroup so I could be a better me for you all. So whoever you are out there, it's okay to pull back. It really is. It's okay to have time to yourself. You need to regroup. You need to rethink. You need to fuel up again on love. Fuel up again on hope. Fuel up again so that you can pour out love to somebody else. Because if you're empty and you've poured out of yourself everything, how is it possible that you could give to anybody else? You can't even give to yourself because you're empty. Even with cars. Your car needs fuel. If your car does not have fuel, then you can't drive it. It's empty. You know? It's empty. So take the time out. Pull back. Gather your thoughts in. Put some Chris Bodie on, like I have on tonight. Very relaxing music. Take a bubble bath. Put some candles around the bathtub. Dim the lights. Close the door to your bedroom. Tell your children, do not knock on this door, not unless it's an emergency. And sometimes you have to spell that out for kids because they don't care. It's like me, 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 me. It happens. When you're a mom, that's what happens. All my kids love to talk to me. And I thank God for that. But you know what? The mama need a break. How many of you out there need a break? Husbands need a break too. It's okay for them to take a break. It's okay for them to have the TV to themselves, or it's okay for them to take some time out and just go in the bedroom and close the door. Whatever the case may be, as long as it's not outside the boundaries. We have to use some common sense. So I just took this time out just to talk to all of you, just to say, if you're running on empty, it's okay to take time out for yourself. If you're running low, it's okay to take time out for yourself. It really is. Because you're human. You're not invincible. You're mortal. We all run low on fuel, you all. And then people try to figure out what's wrong with her. Why she got an attitude? No, it's not so much an attitude. It's I am empty. And that's why it's good to have somebody that really knows you, that knows your normal character. Because if it's somebody that don't really know you, then they're going to think that you do have an attitude. She just had an attitude. I beg to differ. Everybody don't just, some people do have attitude just to have attitude. But not everybody have an attitude just to have an attitude. Some people need you to listen. The ones that's so strong. I know I have people coming to me all the time talking to me about things, different things. And I don't mind listening. And I don't mind even giving somebody a word of encouragement. I love to encourage. That is my passion. That is my passion. I love to talk to people. And I guess that's why I'm majoring in psychology in school. But even us strong men and women, we need to stop and refuel. And we need somebody to talk to too. And sometimes it's not always like that. I know you can attest to this. It's not always like that. When we are running on empty, it's like, okay, who's there for me? Hello? Can anybody witness to this? Who's there for me? And a lot of times, it's nobody around. Nobody around. And sometimes I found out in my life that when I'm running on empty, I feel lonely. And it could be a room full of people. I could be around my husband. I could be around my children. I could be around my cousins. I could be around out with my husband at a dinner. And we're engaging in conversation. And while we're yet engaging in conversation, I feel lonely. Isn't that strange? Isn't that crazy? A room full of people and you feel lonely. And it has nothing to do with the people. It has everything to do what's going on in here, in your heart, and a lot of times what you're musing on. But when you're empty, you feel lonely, When you're empty, you feel hopeless. When you're empty, sometimes you feel like giving up. But don't do that. Keep pressing. I promise you. I felt like giving up many of days. Time after time after time. And then I think about my children. I think about my children, and I think about my husband, and I think about that is not the way to go. So I refuel. How do I refuel? How do I refuel? I refuel by picking up my Bible and reading my Bible, and I refuel by talking to God. Yes. Some of you out there don't believe in God. Some of you out there don't want to hear this about God. Well, you can turn the video off at any time you want to. But I'm just being honest and just open. Trying to be transparent before you. That's how I refuel. So I stopped in to say, anybody that's out there that's feeling empty, it's time to pull back. And it's time to refuel. And it's okay to say no. Say it slow like that too. Don't say no. Say no. And don't feel bad about it. It really is okay. I promise you it's okay. Because if you don't take the time to refuel and you continue to run on empty, it can cause things to happen in your body. Sickness, disease, God forbid, an early death. Because you're stressed out, you feel hopeless, you don't feel like you can regain your hope. You don't want to do that. You want to take the time out right now to refuel. However you have to do it. God bless you. It's time to refuel. It's time to take back your energy. Pull back and do what you got to do to refuel so that you can be strong for the next person and you can encourage a person as well. Until next time, this is Tiffany. Look me up on Facebook, Tiffany Howard Mackins, and I have pages called Etiquette 101 and Uniquely You. Uniquely You is to encourage you, encourage your heart, and to go after your passions, and just to encourage your mind, body, soul, and spirit. And Etiquette 101 is teaching mannerisms, okay? And subscribe to my page, all right? Push the like button, subscribe, and let me know how much it has blessed you. Until next time, this is Tiffany. Bye. Have a good night, guys.